This is all you, buddy.
Okay. Why are you even in it? Hello, nation, and welcome back to the homestead. Well, today we're going to bring you along as we castrate the bull calf that belonged to Delma.
So you might be wondering, why would you castrate a bull? Like, why do we do this? Why do we do it, Jason?
So he can't make any more calves.
Well, beside the obvious of you don't want him to procreate, but the other reason is it helps them to grow better, right?
It also encourages the fat to get into the meat, marble into the muscle better. And they do, like you said, they do grow better, but they grow a little bit at a faster rate also.
And it's also, the meat tends to be a little bit more tender when you castrate, because all of the energy is not going to trying to procreate. It's going to develop those muscles for what we will eventually have as ground beef or steak, right? So
correct.
We're gonna go do this and we'll bring you along.
Well, before we leave, she's trying to hurry the video up along so she can put the part of me chasing said bull calf to music, so that way it covers up her laughter. See, I know what she's trying to do. But I want to talk to you guys about the tools that we're going to be using to do this job. And the first thing is just this little rubber band stretcher pliers thing.
It's called a castration tool.
I'm sorry, the castration tool. And what you do is it has these 4 prongs right here, okay? And then you take one of these rubber bands, or castrating bands, from here.
See? It says castrating bands,
Yes.
smart Alec.
Okay, I give me a smart Alec all day long, but normal people just say, put the rubber band on the tool. Okay, and it's these tiny little castrating bands right here. And then you just take it.
Here, I'll hold this.
And then you just slide this over those 4 down there. And then what you do is, when you catch him, get him cornered, you boom, and his twins,
Dangly bits.
you put his boys right down in there, and you slide that up on the sack all the way up to the base, and then just slowly release this, and then you work this off, and it'll cut the blood circulation off, and they will pretty much just decompose and fall off.
Yeah, they just fall off.
Now, you guys might, I know every dude out there is probably like, oh, but believe it or not, and you'll see once it's done, he may kick at it once or twice, and that's about it.
Yeah, I used to really be against this. Like, I really did not like this process. But when we had to do it last year with Bo and also with Duke, and I saw how, like, they could care less after like 10 seconds. They didn't even know it was there. Then I was like, okay, I mean, and like when it happened, like when they finally were gone, they didn't miss them. So, you know.
Nope.
So now, is it okay? Now I can tell everybody, we're going to bring you along.
Like, he's coming after my sack. Got him. All right. And there it is.
Here's the best part.
Just like that. I'll even move it up a little bit just to make sure with my fingers.
Now, let him go. Like nothing happened. Doesn't even care.
Nope. Now, one of the things that you do have to do is you do have to make sure you got to reach down there. And guys, you can't be shy about this. You got to reach down there and reach up, because his nuts are not exactly fully developed yet, so you've got to kind of feel in there to make sure you get both of them down, because if you don't, they may be left with one nut. They just may not be in there, and it'll end up forming on the outside of the rubber band, and it'll still do its job. I mean, there's a lot of dudes with one testicles running around making babies. So it's the same thing. That's why you see me up there. I was up there and I was pulling it down on it to make sure I got both of them, and I even slid the rubber band up a little bit more in my hand. Now, in about 10 to 12 weeks, that'll pretty much just fall off and be gone.
But you want to keep
an eye on it. Make sure he doesn't, because as it starts to die and decay, it'll literally start to fall. And so you want to just keep an eye on it to make sure that he doesn't catch it on anything and rip it open and start to bleed really bad. But if that does happen, they have that blue antiseptic spray. You just catch him up again and give him a couple sprays, and he should be good to go. Other than that, now he'll be a castrated, he is about 10 to 12 weeks. He'll go from being a bull calf to a steer calf, and then he'll grow up and he'll be ready to be sold and processed. So if you guys liked this video, I want you to come over here and check out our beginner's video for beef cows right over here. Thanks for coming by the Big Bear Homestead. God bless, and have a nice day.